Two local men have been sentenced to federal prison on drug trafficking charges, and a local fugitive has been caught thanks to the public's help.
Alabama doctors are warning about dangerous, unregulated drugs being sold at convenience stores, and one local city is working to ban those sales.
Cold air is pouring into East Alabama and more is on the way. We'll have the complete details coming up in weather and in sports, high school football and high school basketball. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Two Anniston men have been sentenced to at least 10 years each in federal prison on federal drug charges, according to U.S. Attorney Prem F. Escalona and Drug Enforcement Administration Special Agent in Charge, Stephen L. Hofer. They said that U.S. District Judge Corey Mays sentenced Anthony Scott Coffey, 44, of Anniston, to 150 months in prison, and Torrey LaCar Hudson, 29, of Anniston, to 120 months in prison for the distribution of methamphetamine. According to court documents, Coffey and Hudson pleaded guilty to distributing 107.9 grams of methamphetamine to an undercover agent in September 2023. At the time of that offense, Coffey was on probation for convictions in Calhoun County Circuit Court for first-degree kidnapping and attempted murder, and he had a history of domestic violence. Hudson was on probation for a murder conviction in Calhoun County Circuit Court. The DEA investigated this case along with the 7th Judicial Major Crimes Unit. Assistant United States Attorney Brittany Byrd prosecuted the case. A Tuscaloosa man, 33-year-old Hanston Alexander Clark, was also found guilty in connection with this drug case.
Two Gadsden residents, one of them a 1-year-old child, were killed in a single vehicle crash in Cherokee County Tuesday morning, according to state troopers. Brandy Odell, 46, of Gadsden, was fatally injured when the car she was driving hit a tree. The 1-year-old, also from Gadsden, was a passenger in the vehicle. The accident took place on US 411 near Pinecone Road around 8:15 Tuesday morning. Odell and the 1-year-old died at the scene. A 3-year-old child who was a passenger in the car was also injured and taken to a local hospital.
An anonymous tip helped lead to the arrest of a Calhoun County fugitive. According to the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office and the Central Alabama Crime Stoppers, James Smith was arrested after being featured on Calhoun County's Most Wanted Facebook show. Officials say information from the caller was instrumental in this investigation. Crime Stoppers said it will give a cash reward to that anonymous tipster.
More than 300 Alabama physicians will gather in Birmingham this weekend for advanced training on how to combat substance abuse, especially in cases caused by so-called gas station drugs that are currently unregulated. The training, presented by the state's Board of Medical Examiners and the Alabama Medical Association, will focus on ways doctors can educate the public about the dangers of potentially addictive and unregulated substances like Delta 8, which is commonly sold in gas stations, vape shops, and convenience stores. According to a news release from the medical board, these drugs are sometimes called gas station weed. They are marketed as natural remedies, but experts say they carry serious health risk. Delta 8 is a psychoactive compound derived from hemp and often marketed as a legal alternative to marijuana. It may be addictive and is growing in popularity, especially among young users, some of whom report severe side effects. A study by UAB researchers cited cases where people who vaped or ate Delta 8 became psychotic and violent. Dr. Max Rogers, chairman of the Board of Medical Examiners, says that buying Delta 8 is a huge gamble. Oxford City officials passed an ordinance last month banning these products from being sold in local stores. The ban includes substances marketed as pain medication, dietary supplements, or relaxation. The rule is set to go into effect Thursday.
Veterans wanting to continue their college educations just got a new resource to help them reach that goal. Details are coming up.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Jack State has officially opened its new Victory Center, which is designed to serve veterans, active duty service members, and their families. Located at Jack State's McClellan Center, that center is part of the university's ongoing commitment to benefit those who have served in the military. Assistant Vice President Dr. Marie Valentin said that the center is a place of hope, healing, and empowerment. At a ribbon-cutting ceremony, Jack State officials announced they've received a $561,604 grant from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. It will fund the Victory Workshop Development Services Program, which offers career training, leadership development, and entrepreneurship workshops to veterans and their spouses. This also follows a $250,000 grant awarded earlier this year by the Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs. Together, those grants will support the Victory Center's mission to serve over 53,000 veterans across a 15-county region.
The Anniston Barracudas swim team was honored by the City Council Tuesday night for their 2024 ARPA State Championship victory. This was the third state championship for the team in the past 4 years. In honor of their hard work and dedication, each team member and coach received a state championship ring during the meeting. Also recognized at the council's meeting were the team's family and coaches.
Meanwhile, the Anniston City Council has postponed its appointment of a new council member for 2 weeks. Mayor Jack Draper announced at Tuesday night's council meeting that the vote on the new replacement Ward 1 will be taken on December the 3rd. 11 residents have applied for that position, and they were interviewed by the council last week. The person selected will serve out the remaining 10 months of Councilman Jay Jenkins' term. He resigned from the council in October. Council elections will be held next summer. A festive Christmas village is being set up this weekend, and we'll tell you all about it in just a moment.
I'm Mary Beth from CARE's Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARE's DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The Jacksonville Arts Council's annual Christmas Village is set for this Saturday at the City Community Center. Features include a children's Christmas gift shop, visits with Santa, and more than 50 vendors. Call 205-369-7771 for more information. By the way, Jacksonville officials say they will not be soliciting for vendors to take part in the village, and they warn that anyone claiming to represent the Arts Council and offering vendor spaces is attempting to defraud the public. People who receive such calls are asked to contact the city's Facebook page and report the attempted fraud.
Well, one thing that's sure over this weekend is going to feel like Christmas.
You know what? It really is, and apparently it is getting here via the wind. It was one of the windiest days today. John Holder is joining us now in the Camping World Weather Center to tell us what we can expect. John?
Mike and Katie, it is indeed feeling more like the holiday season's coming up. We've got cold temperatures, the coldest of the season thus far, coming up. We'll have the complete forecast details straight ahead.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
The Camping World weather cam is looking vastly different than it did at this time yesterday. We had the rain out there yesterday. Today, plenty of blue sky and sunshine across East Alabama, including here on 12th and Quintard in Anniston. Today, the high soaring to 72 degrees, but that high temperature came before lunchtime today. The temperatures have been dropping since then. 66 for the low. That is 26 degrees above the average. That is about to change. Both of these numbers are going to go from above average to below average over the next couple of days. Weather on your street on this Wednesday night. Let's take you out and tell you what's going to happen on Henry Road in Anniston. Sharply colder. This is up on 10th Street Mountain as you go from East Anniston to Golden Springs. If you're up on the mountain tonight, it's going to be blustery, and we're dropping down to 38 degrees overnight. A big change coming to our weather here in East Alabama on your Wednesday night. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, cool, Greenleaf Street in the city of Jacksonville. Plenty of sunshine, much like today. Going to be certainly breezy out there. Winds as high as 30 miles per hour. And temperatures tomorrow, look at that. The high tomorrow, only 55 degrees. Way below the average for this time of year. And again, we're going to be about 17 degrees below what our high was today. So a big change coming weather-wise in the next 24 hours. As we look ahead to the start of the weekend across East Alabama on Friday, sunny and even colder on Main Street in downtown Glencoe. Plenty of sunshine. We're going to see temperatures only topping out in the low 50s by Friday afternoon. Some folks might even stay in the upper 40s all day long. A huge change is coming. Let's look ahead to the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama, and you will see dry weather and you'll see cold weather coming. Some moderation coming by the end of the period, but really want to focus in on Friday and Saturday. We've got that high of 52 on Friday, 35 Friday morning. The cold morning will be Saturday morning, 33 degrees. If you're going out to a high school football playoff game, bundle up. Maybe our first freeze of the season in many locations, so get ready for that. A moderating little bit on Saturday. It will be a few degrees warmer Saturday, back into the mid-60s by Sunday. And next week is Thanksgiving week. And folks, we're going to be back in the 70s again. We're on that weather roller coaster, 72 Monday, small chance of shower on Tuesday at 71 degrees. And the day before Thanksgiving, next Wednesday, will be in the low 70s. Good for traveling. That's the biggest travel day of the entire year. Some impressive rainfall totals. The heaviest rainfall in the entire state right here in East Alabama. Look at all this widespread 2 to 3 inch rainfall amounts that we had all across East Alabama. All of Calhoun County, most of Etowah, most of Cleburne counties seeing 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. And look at this area right here in orange. That's an area along the Highway 278 and 431 corridors in eastern Etowah County. That area around East Gadsden, Glencoe, and Hoax Bluff seeing over 3 inches of rainfall. That will certainly put a dent in the drought. It won't end it, but a good dent in the drought across East Alabama. So again, we had 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, much needed rainfall, ending at 7 o'clock this morning. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Thursday weather at a glance. Coming up next in sports, high school football, high school basketball, and something else. We'll talk about it all next in sports. Hey, good Wednesday evening to you. John Holder with you with EAN Sports on this Wednesday night, filling in for Jordan Smith. High school basketball certainly underway across East Alabama. Last night we had a chance to check out a game at Glencoe. Glencoe, boys and girls playing host to Class 1A Galesville. In the girls action, Glencoe wins. This is a correct score now, 58-4, holding them scoreless in the entire first half. Did the Yellow Jackets. Galesville, a young team, only 3 freshmen, 2 8th graders starting for Glencoe. It was Kenley Montgomery and Chloe Douglas leading the way for Glencoe as they scored 12 points apiece. We had a chance to catch up with the head girls basketball coach at Glencoe, Blake Padgett, as he talked about the game last night.
I think we did okay. You know, we got deep into our rotations and you know, everybody got a lot of good time, and we executed what we wanted to do. Defensively, we stayed engaged. We didn't shoot the ball real well. We did a good job pursuing the basketball off the miss and getting some putbacks, but, you know, we got a lot of points off of our defense and getting out in transition.
And Coach Padgett also talked about the rest of the Glencoe girls season.
We got a very competitive schedule. And each day we're just trying to grow and get better. We started off season 3-0, and we got a big challenge on Friday night. We go to Plainview and play, and they're one of the best teams in the state. But our area is very strong. Glencoe, 3A basketball in general is very strong. So it's just a day-by-day process. Like I said, we scheduled this thing to be very competitive, where we're playing our best basketball there in February where you want to, and we got a pretty young team, but we're also a very experienced team. So that makes practice every day a lot easier, because they kind of know what to expect each day and what we want from them, and we have good competitive practice daily.
On the boys' side of things, the Glencoe boys had similar success last night as they won by a score of 93-36, a 57-point victory last night as Glencoe, led by Grant Smith with 19 points, Jalen Hunter with 13 points, Wade Segrist also had 11 points. Those were the 3 double-figure scores for Glencoe last night in that impressive win over Galesville. We also had a chance to catch up with the head boys basketball coach of the Glencoe Yellow Jackets, Coach Ryan Chambliss. He talks about the game against Galesville last night.
I thought we played hard. I felt like we played harder than we've been played a little faster than we've been playing. I thought early on, we forced some turnovers, playing man-to-man. And, we made some shots, so that kind of extended the lead a little bit. And, we were able to play a lot of guys, so that was really good too.
Coach Chambliss also talked about the improvements he's seeing early in the season from his Yellow Jacket squad.
Yeah, I think we just, as a team, we got to, limit the turnovers, take good shots, and we just got to do a better job of the little stuff, guarding the ball and boxing out. Like I said, we just got to get a little bit better every day at all those things, and that's what we're trying to do. So I've been pleased with the effort so far.
High school football action coming up this weekend. We've got 3 teams here in East Alabama that are in the Alabama High School Athletic Association quarterfinal round. That's the 3rd round of the playoffs. Only 8 teams left in each classification. Let's go ahead and look at the matchups for this week. 3 teams, as we said, from Calhoun County in Class 3A. Number 5, your defending Class 2A state champion, moving up to 3A. They're 9-2. They will be at the Field of Champions in Piedmont, taking on number 2 ranked and undefeated Piedmont, the Bulldogs and the Red Devils, 7 o'clock on Friday night. Also Friday, the Anniston Bulldogs, now 7-5. They travel to Trinity in Morgan County to take on undefeated and number 4 ranked West Morgan in the Class 4A quarterfinals. And in Class 6A, the number 3 ranked Oxford Yellow Jackets, also undefeated, 12-0. They will be at home at Lamar Field as they will take on the surprising Fort Payne Wildcats, who come in at 10-2. And finally tonight, a new sport being added to the junior college ranks here in the state of Alabama. Big press conference yesterday at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. The Alabama Community College Conference announced the addition of women's flag football to its athletic offerings on Tuesday. It was conducted, as we said, at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery with participating college officials in attendance, including presidents, deans, and athletic directors. Northwest Shoals Community College president and former Oxford City Schools Superintendent Dr. Jeff Goodwin talked about the impact that flag football had at the high school level when that began at Oxford, and the excitement he feels that's going to bring to the junior college level here in Alabama.
In stepping out and doing the girls flag football program, we found it to be an incredible opportunity for a lot of our young ladies. It is a very energetic, fast-paced sport, and before too long, because this is Alabama and it is football, we had an incredible community support mechanism involved with it, and our girls enjoyed it, and to this day obviously it continues to grow and is incredibly popular at Oxford. So I fully support our efforts in doing this because I have seen it done before, and I'm very blessed to be 2 times part of an inaugural season for girls flag football, and I'm very, very honored to be again part of that.
That's going to wrap it up for sports. Now back to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble.
Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.